Oh, shit, this is Sir David the Bard. I just got some funny mail from some of you, well, one or two of you, about the Mormon Church is true. My dead brother in the Philippines has risen his ugly head. Oh gosh, oh gosh. You know, they wrote to me and said he's getting a list of my subscribers and telling them the truth. His truth. His truth. So anyway, I just find it hilarious that, you know, he must be watching my videos, because when I said he was dead, he objected. He said, your prediction is way too early. No, it's not. It could be any damn day over there. Anyway, I'm not going to entertain anybody on a dead person's life. I'm not going to do it, you know. I am who I am, and it's all that I am. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. You're all too young. You don't even know that saying. But anyway, you know, this show is not a Family Feud. This show is not whoever's lying, stand up now. You know, this is not one of the game shows. This is my little toy that you guys have just made me so enthusiastic. Some of you look at me, and I'm amazed. I'm just amazed. And when I get bored, I go in and click on one myself and go, well, there's a friend of mine. That's the only friend I got. Now, I had some friends over yesterday, which is kind of nice, through the evening. I don't have too many friends, and I'm glad for that. I'm very glad for that. But anyway, I think he's adopted. He couldn't be related to me. There's no way. Now, let me, again, I'm not going to get into a pissing match with a skunk. I'm sorry. I'm just not going to do that. But be that as it may, okay? There were several things that I want to do on my show. I love helping feed the Philippine children. I adopted too. Now, you know, I hate to go in and tell you the real truth about my brother. God, you know, he can get my mail list or the subscribers. I guess I have, I don't know, 700 or something subscribers. And, oh, by the way, I got to tell you, I picked up a few more countries. I never heard of them. 195 countries I go to or have been to and probably been turned off on. So anyway, he doesn't have a subscriber base. He's been trying for years and years, and I'll look up his website about every 4 months, and it has, you know, 4 more hits on it. And he asked me about a year ago. He said, you know, I want to be on your website, and I said, well, I want to be in Jesus' arms. That ain't never going to happen. So he said, well, you know, you have so many people that hit your program all the time. I could attach my program to yours. I said, that'd be a millstone around my neck. No. So now he's so desperate. He's going through my subscribers. So anyway, if you get an email from... His name changes. He's always wanted. His name changes. So if it's Jaime, then you know it's the brother. If it's Randall Scott Crossett with a different spelling on the last name, you know that is Jaime and Randall Scott. If you get John Wilson, it's the baby Bard. He goes to the Philippines. Now, here's the intelligence of this man. And I said I wasn't going to do this, but damn, I needed a laugh in the morning, too. he goes to the Philippines to find a wife. Well, one of the Philippine girls bamboozled him and married him without him knowing it. How that happens, I don't know. You know, when you're screwing her, her sister, and her baby sister, shit happens. Shit happens. God. So she steals his piano, steals his music, steals his whole life. And in the Philippines, if you've been married, there is no divorce. You cannot remarry a second time in the Philippines without an annulment from the Catholic Church, which is thousands and thousands of dollars in many years. So so he can't get married again. So his goal is just to sleep with every girl in the Philippines. And at first they think that's a good idea until they find out he's an American that cannot take them back to the United States. This is a guy. He changed his name, not to protect the innocent, to protect the guilty. Well, anyway, he threw his passport into the Philippine Ocean like a bottle, hoping it would go back to the United States. Well, he's got no passport. Okay. Now, when you're in the Philippines and you're an American, you have to pay, I think it's 3,000 pesos, and I don't know what that is, $10 or $15 a month. To extend your stay. You're allowed to stay there, I forget, I haven't been there for years. You're allowed to stay 2 or 3 months, and after that you have to pay. Well, as an American, you have to leave the country. You can only extend your passport a few months. Oh, God. He's been there like 7 years. He threw away his driver's license. He threw away his passport, and somehow this makes sense to a bipolar person that doesn't take meds. So he's trapped over there. He's trapped, and he's always hiding behind a bamboo branch. Every time the police or any authorities come along, you know, he's crawling in the jungle. I don't know why I'm laughing. I'll tell you why I'm laughing. Okay, I'll tell you why I'm laughing. Because this is the Bard don't lie. He was a drywall man, and it was an honorable trade, putting drywall up in construction. Well, other than not paying his taxes, not filing a tax return in his life, and getting around Social Security payments, and now he's poor, and he's surprised. When he came home from his mission, I was at BYU, and we stood out front of the administration building, and I said, Randy, the idiot, drywall ain't going to make it when you're an old man. I know some people here, and I know the process. I'll help you get into a BYU. You're a returned missionary, even though you took the mission car to the drive-in with 4 or 5 female investigators. They never found out. Anyway, I can help you get in BYU, and you'll get a degree, and you'll do better over a lifetime. And he says, no. And why not? He says, well, I make more money than you do. I make $20 an hour. And in those days at BYU, I was making $1 an hour. So that's the first truthful thing I ever heard the man say. So he said, no, I'm going to be drywall the rest of my life. Well, long story short, there's no drywall in the Philippines. They don't have drywall. So anyway, his Social Security money was not enough to live in the United States, so he moves to a third world country. Well, be that as it may, I get a lot of kick. Now, I will be truthful with you. This man is very talented on a keyboard, and he writes a lot of songs. They're, average to good songs, and he's a genius on the keyboard. But in his own life, he's such a screw up. He gets these Filipino girls that see him as an American, white skin and everything, and they, oh, I'm getting to the United States, and then he just screws their brains out, and then he tells them, oh, by the way, I'm a refugee, I can't go back. Well, that pisses a girl off, and her parents. He's had some parents chase him through the jungle like a bunny or a kangaroo. He's just hopping through the jungle, and the dad's got the shotgun and the machete in the other hand. You screwed my daughter, and you're not taking her back. And when you take them back, then the girls send money to the parents, so he was losing money too. So anyway, he and I went round and round about years ago about a certain amount of Morality, I think I have, and some immorality, I know he has. So I said to him, I don't ask him questions because he lies like a rug, lies like a rug. But anyway, he was showing me pictures of the girls that he's living with and sleeping with. Now, this is a returned missionary. He's resigned from the cult, but I think he's inventing his own cult. But anyway, he said, well, these girls, this one here is 16, and the other one on the other side of the bed that I'm sleeping with is her sister. She's 13. And, I've been a social worker my whole life, so I've been trained not to go, so I just, okay. And so we had a conversation, and he's quoting Joseph Smith. He's a resigned member, but that was one of the technique or principles Joseph taught that Randy believes in. Screw 14-year-olds, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So anyway, there's few things in this world that entertain me and I think are funny. I've seen pretty much all of it. I've really seen all of it. You cannot own a house in the Philippines if you're not a Filipino citizen. There's one or two exceptions. There's a couple of places in gated communities you can buy, but the law of the land is you can't own a house. Now, he's built, I don't know, 900 houses, I don't know. It could be 2, 3, 4, I don't know. Well, every time people get to know him, they kick him to the curb. Your ass is out of here. Even in a foreign country, they go, you know what? You're an immoral man. Don't be screwing my 13 and 14-year-old daughters. Well, the girls over there will do anything to become an American, and that's something that when you go there, you have to be moral. Or immoral in his case. So I don't know. Is he a Filipino? Is he a U.S. citizen? Is he a refugee? Is he an escaped ex-con? I don't know. And I don't actually know his name very much. It changes, like he says all the time. When they get close to him, it changes. Anyway, he is now living in a Filipino squatters camp. Now, even in America, when you say the word squatters, it doesn't need a lot of definition. It's a cardboard box, and you go pee-pee on and poo-poo on the ground, and you barely have any food. You don't have a bed or anything like that. It's just a squatter's camp. Well, he started screwing one of the girls in the squatter's camp, and she brought him home to Daddy. Well, Daddy saw big eyes. He thought, oh, God, he's an American. She'll go to America, and she'll get me out of the squatter's camp. Well, anyway, a long story long, Randy, he's the biggest bullshitter. He's the fabulous salesman. He'll sell you air conditioning in Alaska. I mean, this guy is a fabulous salesman. So he tells this poor Filipino man who has less than a 1-grade education that he wants to build a house on the man's squatter's land. Now, in a squatter's camp in the Philippines, most of the people do not own the land. When the river rises, the camp goes down the river, so you don't own the land. Well, there's a few, again, exceptions, because it's a corrupt country, and this guy actually, the rumor is he owns the land that his squatter's family is on. So he gave Randy, I don't know, a 20 by 20 or 50 or 100 by 100, I don't know, piece of his land, and Randy's stupid enough to spend all of his money building a concrete house. No wood. Concrete is cheap in the Philippines. So here's Randy. He's never been, a concrete contractor, but he's building this concrete house. And now it's not even half built yet, and it's killing him to build it. And I know that the old man is going to kick his ass out of there and keep the house, but Randy doesn't believe that. So he's screwing the man's daughter, and then Randy has a friend come over from the United States, and the friend looks at the way Randy lives and goes, I'm the hell out of here, but I like the girl you're screwing. So they hook up, and so now this guy is trying to immigrate this girl to the United States. Well, now, what motivation does the father have to have, Bobo building his house on his land. He's going to kick his ass off of there, and Randy will be under a bamboo tree again. So there are many comedic stories, and I'm a bard, and I don't want to tell stories. Well, yes, I do. I do like to tell stories because he's so damn funny. He's not funny. His life is funny. The things he believes, his political beliefs, is throwing passports in the ocean. This is a man that belongs in a mental institution. Been there, done that. I know the value of medications. But in the Philippines, you can't really get medications because there's no money. There's very few pharmacists. And so, you know, and he doesn't think that he's bipolar. If you want to see a bipolar person, just add this up, you know, changing their name all the time so creditors and the IRS and Social Security can't get a hold of you, and, you know, going down through throwing driver's licenses and passports and screwing little girls in a foreign country. They do have laws over there. You can go to a Filipino prison. Oh, jeez. Anyway, if you get contacted by this person, I don't give a rat's ass. I don't do this for popularity. If you don't like me, turn me off. Go right down there on the little keyboard thing and go, the bard's gone. The bard's gone. I'm not going to hurt. I come up here for therapy, and damn, it's working. I'm one happy son of a bitch. And when I see the baby bard, and I can be politically incorrect because I'm old enough. He's a midget. He's a thalidomide midget. No arms, no legs. He's just kind of a little stump. And he sees, I'm coming up on about 400,000 hits here now. And my mom's dead, so you know damn well she's not clicking the computer anymore. So somebody is watching sometime, and I appreciate that. I do. If no one watched, I'd still come up and record. But some people, other than my family, like me. But my family hates me. So anyway, he started. Oh God, he started so many businesses. Let me tell you. He started an ice cream business on one island, but the powers that be were getting too close. Now, the Philippines has 7,000 islands, so there's enough for him to run to island for many years. So he quit the ice cream business, and he went somewhere else. Now he is the Filipino detective. The guy has never had an education class anywhere in detection work. But he wants you to pay him $500 on the internet, and then if you're looking at a girl in the Philippines to marry, he'll check her out. After he puts $427 in his own pocket for his time and effort. So that business is on its ass. It didn't go anywhere. He's tried to sell music. He doesn't know how to market. He just... The delusions of grandeur, which is a byproduct and a symptom of bipolar, has kept him from doing anything in his life. He's better than everyone else. He knows more than everyone else. But damn, when you look at him, he has no house, no car, no retirement. He has nothing. But in the Filipino squatters camp, talk about a big fish in a small bowl. He's that. He's that. So I don't know if they catch him over there. They're going to put him in jail. They're not going to deport his ass. He's looking for a free ticket back. But anyway, if you get contacted, that's okay. You know, a lot of people don't like me. You can read I don't erase. I've told you this over and over. I don't erase any of my comments. When Mormons or sick brothers or whoever writes in, I leave them on there because I want people to see the variety of people, the diversity of people who watch my program. It's amazing. There's doctors, there's lawyers, there's several mental patients. It's everybody. So anyway, if you get the hate letter from my brother, I should disown him. I should disown him. But you know, if I disown him, the comedy will stop. I'll never know. He says that I blocked him from writing to me. I didn't block him from writing to me. That's not true. I told him if he can't say anything positive, don't write. Well, he interpreted that as blocking him. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, I just want to tell you that there's a scam about don't give him any money. Hey, if you want to give him money, it's okay. But you're giving money to somebody that could go right to jail and be expedited to Guantanamo Bay, and your money will be there. I have showed you my receipts, and I have showed you pictures of my kids eating rice with your money in the Philippines. But hey, do what you want. Do what you want. Everybody has their free agency. So anyway, you know, he's trying to get more hits on his website, and he's right. He's smarter than I am putting websites together. But, you know, once he gets a website together, he doesn't know what to do with it. Jesus. Anyway, if you don't have a bipolar brother, pray for one. It could come true. Thanks.